What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS 3 Raw TV. Well, a little bit of a different video here today. So this video is for the people that, if you've been like me and you have not been at a gym, don't have a home gym, and you've been using rubber bands and like these little tiny dumbbells, like 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds, or whatever, this video is for you, okay? So it's been 10 full weeks since I've actually been in the gym, been able to actually train. And we do what we can with these rubber bands, and it's been one of these things where we're like, okay, we're still training. Like in our heads, like we're still training. We're trying to be productive and move forward and stuff. And then we realize that, first of all, let's fix this fucking camera angle. This shit is, make that shit square. Now we're square. And you feel like I'm still, I still do 2 walks a day for cardio. I'm very good at my diet still. I hit my macros. I've been in keto I'm actually out of keto now because my weight was dropping so fast that I had to actually add food back in. So we're under the impression that we're doing the best that we can, right? And we don't realize that the best we can is really falling short. Like, and I mean by what falling short is just going through the motions and doing the movements doesn't mean you're actually getting anything out of it. So many people would say, well, I'm doing the rubber bands, I'm doing the light dumbbells, I'm eating okay, but I'm doing better than if I didn't do it. It's like better than nothing. Yesterday I realized, and this is the first time I've ever had to go through this, so obviously this realization was something that was really kind of profound, that the workouts that I've been doing are literally like, here's nothing, here's the workouts. In the gym, 1,000,000 times more effective. So you're barely being effective at all as far as like maintaining your muscle mass. It's almost, for me, it's been almost impossible, and most of the people that I know, they're just using rubber bands at home, their physiques have changed. They can't stop it no matter what they do. It doesn't matter. They're taking drugs, they're not taking drugs. It doesn't matter. Like, the physiques are changing without the stimulus. Now, why am I making this video? Why am I talking about it? So, they lifted the ban on interstate travel between Virginia, Maryland, and DC last week. And a friend of mine, Jorge, and his wife Yumi, thank you guys so much. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys so much. Hit me up, and he has a home gym where he trains his clients out. It's like a studio at his house. And it's got a squat rack, leg press, leg extension. It's got all the bars and stuff you need. Dumbbells that go up to like 100-something pounds. The cable, like the Cybex cable machine, it's got both sides that like adjust and stuff like that. Not a cable crossover, but like the ones that you can pretty much do anything with. He's got like a bar that attaches to both of those. I mean, he's got a setup that's like perfect, not just for a home gym, but to train clients in, right? So we're just shooting the shit back and forth. And he's like, hey man, why don't you come over here and we'll train? He's like, now that you can travel, just come on over here. I mean, it's a studio, it's not a full gym, but I mean, the gyms aren't open. Like, do you want to train? And I was like, for a while, I was like, you know what? I don't want to take advantage. I don't want to impose on other people to let me use their stuff. If I don't have a home gym, it's my fault, and I shouldn't have one. And I want to be like everyone else, right? Well, now we're getting to the point where gyms are opening. In Virginia, they're just kind of being dicks about it. They're like, oh, we'll open the gym. Actually, psych, we just decided we're not going to open the gym, but you can have classes held outside from the gym. Like just last week, you said you're opening the gym. No, fuck it, we're not going to do it. So I'm like, so we don't even know how. It could be till June before we actually get a gym open to work out. So he says, why don't you come down? Yumi has to work, we'll work out. So I drive to Maryland, which with traffic, it's like, you zip right through. I mean, there's almost no traffic right now. So I get there, and we kind of shoot the shit for a little bit, get ready to train. We go in the gym, and I mean, I didn't even know what to do. I literally didn't even know what to do. So I was like, now I have equipment at my disposal. I'm like, where do I begin? I'm like, okay, it's really hard for me to train back with those rubber bands, so let's do back today. And he's like, yeah, cool, let's do back. So first thing I do is I look around, I only have 20-pound dumbbells, so what's the first exercise I do? I have equipment available to me. I have a bar with a barbell. I grab a pair of dumbbells, 35s, which are not, I have 20, so 35, I was like, let me see what it feels like. I don't know what I feel like. I haven't touched a weight in 10 weeks. So I do set up 2 arm dumbbell rows with the 35s, and I was like, okay, that doesn't really feel much different than the 20s. Cool. Set with the 45, set with the 55, set with the 65s. Now I'm going, okay, how far do I push without hurting myself? Because right now my body's unconditioned. It is not trained, it is not conditioned, it's been using rubber bands. It's not the same thing as what's going on here. So I kind of looked at it, I was like, shit, let's not go too crazy here. So we did some rows with a rope, like mid-chest rows for mid-back. We did reverse grip pull downs, we did overhand grip pull downs. We did reverse grip under rows. We did, and now this workout, we didn't really count sets. We did, he kept doing back. I did a little bit of biceps. I was starting to fatigue. My back was like fatiguing and shaking and starting to get sore already. So I did 3 or 4 sets of biceps, and I was like, fuck it, let's throw some triceps in there. The workout went from about 1:30 in the afternoon to about 3:30. So the workout was about 2 hours long. And I tell you what, guys, I could have trained for another 2 or 3 hours. Like, if I could have just continued doing body parts, I would have done that. But I knew, I'm like, this is not good for you. Like, just doing one workout like this, jumping in it and just killing yourself like this is dumb. But let's see how far we can go and see like where we're at. Like, just see where we wind up at, because we don't know where we're going to be at starting or where we're going to be at ending in the single workout, just the first workout back. And what I can tell you guys is, I was, for the entire day, from the first rep that I did, euphoric. The endorphins, unbelievable. The feeling of contracting the muscles against actual weight, unbelievable feeling. I felt so good. I felt like a newbie, but I could handle weight still. And I don't use straps, belts, anything like that. And I was like, I don't know how strong I'm going to be. I couldn't believe how much strength I maintained. My physique hasn't maintained, but my actual strength has maintained remarkably well. And I thought that was interesting, because you would figure if the muscle's starting to shrink up, the strength would go with it. I do feel like the bands themselves work really well to maintain strength. Maybe it's just the movement patterns and motor patterns. I'm not really sure what it is, but I felt strong. And I know I could have gone heavier, but I was like, I don't need to do that. The muscles are not conditioned. That's how I get hurt. Ego lifting, right? So by the end of the workout, I was just like, I can't believe how good I feel. Like, you guys are in for an absolute treat when you go back to the gym. If you've been like me doing the shit that I've been doing, and you get back to the gym, if you're discouraged now, if you're like, look, my physique is just it's not responding. Like, what the fuck? I'm still training this rubber band shit. I don't give a shit what anybody says. If you do what we normally do as bodybuilders, and you switch this rubber band stuff, it doesn't do shit. Period. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You're not going to have the same type of mass. You're not going to have the same type of strength. You're not going to have the same type of physique from fucking around with these rubber bands in your living room. You're just not. Now, some people may disagree. Fuck them. I don't really give a shit. I'm seeing this firsthand of how I felt, how I looked, and I would consider myself an advanced trainee. 30 years in the gym, competitive bodybuilder, competitive physique athlete. I've trained people around the world for decades. I would not consider myself a newbie or intermediate. And the way that I felt was like the first time I walked into a gym, and I felt that rush. Like when I first worked out that first time with my cousin in the basement, and I fucking started to do curls, and my arms pumped up, I was so euphoric. I was so happy. I was just like on top of the world. And that feeling was the exact same feeling yesterday that came back, but I was handling weight. Like I was able to handle weight, which made me feel like, okay, all the work I've done for like 30 years hasn't just gone to shit. Now my physique has gone backwards, but I knew that was going to happen. I've done my best. But when those gyms open back up, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be able to get back in shape so fast. All you have to do, and you're going to be so fucking motivated. I promise, guys. Like, so I talked to Jorge, and he actually wanted me to come today. He's like, hey, do you want to come by and do chest today? And I actually have a bunch of Skypes and stuff that I have to do. I have a meeting at the lodge tonight through Zoom for my Masons. And I was like, well, I got this and that going on. I said, what about legs on Thursday? You know, maybe delts on Friday. So like, I'm so motivated. Like, I'm so fucking motivated that if Jorge was like, look, let's drive over here every day and train, and I had the availability, I train every day for like 5 hours a day. Like, I feel like that young kid when I was 17, 18, 19 years old. Me and my buddy Henry used to go to the gym. We'd be there for like 4 hours working out, playing basketball. Like, we were just, like, you're euphoric. You feel good. You feel like excited. You feel strong. You feel all these things, right? Me and my training partner Donnie used to train 2-3 hours at a clip when we were competing for competitions. Like, we were so into it. We felt so inspired, so motivated just being in the gym and training, right? And I had really lost that the last few years. Without competition and goals to focus on, I lost the feeling of the fact that, you know, I'm not progressing anymore. You know, you progress for 30 years. Hi, buddy. Breeze down here. Look at my leg. You progress for 30 years, and then all of a sudden you're done. And you can't train like that anymore, and you're not progressing. You don't have another show. It really does kind of hamper your workouts. It gives you this like kind of lost feeling where you're walking around the gym and you're not really sure exactly what you want to do or how to do it or what even your goals are. But this was like walking in and starting all over again on a higher level. It was like walking in and being a newbie with advanced knowledge, advanced technique, and feeling. It's the feeling, guys. It's the feeling of the body working in it, contracting against a weight that actually is hard to move, a weight that will actually make you fail in like 8 reps, right? Or even if you're trained failing at 8 to 10 reps or something like that, you're training so much with so much volume that like your muscles feel it. Hey, Linda.
Hey, Gary.
Hi, Ginge. That's our neighbor Linda and Ginger. Who? Hi, Ginge. I see you. It's like Brady's little girlfriend. Bye, Ginge. Have a good walk. So when you're in the gym and you're fucking training and you're pulling those weights, like the feeling of moving a weight like that, and even cables. You figure, well, cables and rubber bands, like elastic bands or whatever you want to call them, resistance bands. How different can they be? They both kind of similar. They're really not. Like that pulley system doesn't work like that rubber band. Like that rubber band, when you go to pull it, the least resistance is in the bottom or the beginning of the movement. At the peak of the movement or the contraction, that's where all the resistance is. Well, that weight, when you pick it off the ground, it starts at the bottom. So you automatically have to generate that strength from the immediate second you go to move that weight, and that's not what's been happening for the last 10 weeks with these rubber band workouts. And I was like, damn. So I can't explain to you. I was so flat yesterday that no matter how much food, and I woke up today flatter and leaner. Like I can see my body responding after one workout because my body doesn't get the type of metabolism boost from the shit I'm doing here. Now also, we've been doing our walking outside, Aaron and I, right? Everybody, walk outside, your cardio. We got that walking pad. When you can set the walking pad and keep it consistent, I have to eat even more calories, more macros, because the same amount of time with the consistent expenditure nonstop on that walking pad works better than walking outside, even if you try to keep the same pace. Like the walking pad keeps you legit. It won't let you slow down. It makes you stay that pace. And it's always been my understanding, and there's a lot of science that backs it up, and you can go through a million different things, but the way to break it down very easily is the more that the body has to generate energy in a constant state of motion, the harder it actually is for the body to generate that intensity. Therefore, the metabolism has to actually change in order for your body to continue doing a movement. So like if you're, they say stuff like boxing. I do boxing for cardio. I'm like, okay, now it's true that you're moving around and stuff, and but you're taking rest in between. So you turn it from aerobic to anaerobic. When you get on that walking pad, your constant motion of nonstop for 30 minutes straight, like you can't punch for 30 minutes straight. Why? Because it's anaerobic. It's not necessarily aerobic. Yes, your heart rate goes up, but it's anaerobic, which is why boxers also have to do running. They do road work because they have to bring their cardiovascular conditioning up. So when you're on that walking pad, it's constant motion for 30 minutes nonstop, which creates energy a lot different than explosive energy. So just these little things, like you can see them applied in real life now to my own training. Like I understood those concepts and I applied it to my clients' training, but I always had access to a treadmill. I always had access to, bikes, ellipticals, stair mill. Stair mill will keep you legit too, because that thing you stop, you just fall off if you don't keep up the pace. But the bottom line is, guys, we have been doing our best, and I think a lot of us have been getting depressed and upset because our physiques are not showing it. We don't get even remotely the type of feeling, the endorphin rush that we do get out of the gym. And we're feeling like, man, the world is just really a shit place right now. Like it's not even dawning on us how much we unconditioned or deconditioned in the last 10 weeks. Like people think, that once I build that muscle, it's mine. It's not true. You have to keep up with it. Like you have to maintain it. We're at the point now where maintenance, it's impossible with what we're doing. We're doing something different to try to maintain something that we're trying to maintain, doing something different. Like that doesn't work. You've changed something, so something is going to change. And our physiques are showing that. Now, barring the fact that some people have complete home gyms, like Jorge, he looks great. He hasn't lost any muscle. He looks pretty much the same. He looks great. But there's a lot of people out there like myself that didn't have them, and we don't realize what it's like to actually go back because we haven't gone back to the gyms yet. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to do a video about this and let everybody know, like, when you go back, you're in for a real fucking treat, guys. Like, this is something to look forward to, right? Going back to the gym is not just like, I want to get my physique back. It's the feeling. Like, it's a day after, and I'm still cranked up. I still feel good. I still feel that endorphin high that I felt yesterday. But I'm even more motivated and encouraged and inspired because I know for a fact within a couple of weeks, those gyms will be opening and we'll all be back on track, and we have the opportunity to be better than ever because we'll be more motivated than we've been in years. So just hang in there, guys. It's coming. It'll be there soon. The gyms will be opening. We'll be back at full tilt. But I promise, guys, you guys are in for a fucking treat. And I can't wait to see everybody's Instagrams and stuff when this pops off, because the negativity and all the bullshit about the quarantine and all that shit, it's too much. But I can't wait to see the positivity and the people feeling good. Just hang in there, guys. It's on its way. And I'm telling you right now, they call this the Great Awakening. They're saying something, it's the Great Awakening. Well, yesterday was a Great Awakening for me that not only will I be back, but I'm going to enjoy coming back. Hang in there, guys. Have a great day. Stay well, be safe, and take care of each other. I'm Biosphere, and I approve this message. And we're out.